Alright boys, we are back. We have gotten a lot of progression towards our quest cape. We are currently 15 quests away from being done with all the quests currently in old school RuneScape. And I would really love to see if we could get that quest cape maybe before Sailing comes out. Because you guys know Sailing comes out on the 19th, I guess, of November. So that would be a little bit of a goal for myself to see if we can do. Not sure if it'll be feasible, but I'll try my best. I am in Hosidius right now because I've been cooking some buanas. Yeah, I cooked a little bit of buanas, guys. We currently have 596 buanas cooked up. And something I've also done is I have done some thieving. Because you guys may know that very, very soon we are gonna be doing While Guthix Sleeps. And we are a little bit of thieving away. I did, I think, 2 thieving levels. So, the plan is, guys, to get While Guthix Sleeps done tomorrow. I would really love to get a little bit more progression towards it and get some thieving stuff done. So maybe we're gonna do a little bit of start today by just getting, maybe, let's get level 70, maybe a little bit into 70 of thieving to get a little bit of progress done that way. I think that'd be great. So I'm gonna head over to the pyramid, the plunder pyramid, and see if we can get it. And maybe, shoot, maybe we'll get a little scepter as well, guys. Oh, we're almost leveling up, boys. 2.5 hours until 72 thieving. Well, I'm not gonna go all the way to 72.
Level up, complete.
There it is, guys. 70 thieving. You can now pickpocket paladins. And also, this is quite big because that was the thieving requirement. Never mind, there's no thieving requirement. Okay, but we need 72 thieving for While Guthix Sleeps, which what we're working on. That's fucking awkward. Okay. I'm trying to get 72 thieving for my While Guthix Sleep. So I think we'll do one more level here. We'll see if we can get the scepter. And then we're gonna go do some quests afterwards. Do 71 once. I could do one run of 71. Sure. Just to see how much the XP is.
Level up.
A 71, boys. So now we can do a higher level of this stuff, right? Wait, I can go deeper now, right? Okay, this means that we are 1 level away. Okay, but we can pay out the doubters, boys. Mods, pay out the doubters. Oh, this room feels a lot smaller. So how much does the pot give here? Harry Potter. 450. Oh, dude, that's so much better. That's half on top of it. Rodhead, thanks for the prime. Holy shit. Because the previous room was 300, right? This is 450. That's definitely a lot faster. Wait, does that mean that, like, we're gonna go above 100k XP hour if I do it just consistently? Maybe. I don't know how it works. Okay, there it is. That's fucking sick, dude. Holy crap. Alright, but boys. So, I would like to continue the thieving, but I think we should do a bit of questing, right? Because that way we can, as we say in Danish, du kan slå 2 fluer med et smæk, okay? So, I think we should do some quests. You guys recommended me to do a few quests that could give us some thieving XP as well, because that way we can both get quests done for our quest cape, and we can also get the preparation done for While Guthix Sleep. So, ethically acquired antiquities. I can start this quest by investigating the empty display on the ground floor of the Grand Museum in Sevilla-Ilafortis. Okay. Sure, let's do this, boys. Let's do some ethically acquired antiquities. Inspect empty display. Be aware that the diadem normally displayed here was recently stolen. The Grand Museum is willing to pay a high price for information that leads to its return. A high price? I guess I'm somewhat of an expert on finding things from museums. Start the ethically acquired antiquities quest. Maybe I should talk to the curator to find out some more. Okay. Hello! Nil sal to you, Ignami. Welcome to the Grand Museum. I hope your visit is a pleasant one. If you have any questions about Valamore, I'm happy to help. Could you tell me more about that empty display? Ah, yes. Ixerna's diadem. Quite a shame, isn't it? Do you know anything about it? I'm afraid not, but maybe I can help find it. I have managed to return stolen property to museums in the past. That would certainly be most appreciated. The local guards said they investigate us for us, but it's not proven to be a fast process so far. I was starting to consider trying to find it myself, but I'm no detective. It doesn't even seem to me like anything else is even out of place. Perhaps you have a bit of luck though. Maybe you could have a look around for any sort of clues and see if you find anything wrong. Okay? Thank you, Ignami. Oi! Oh, never mind. Oi! Never mind. Oi! Never mind. Okay. Tools. Some specialist tools have been left on the ground. Presumably, they were used for no good. Okay. Why? Which kind of thief would, like, leave their tools on the ground? Don't see anything sus up here. At least not by first glance. About the empty display. I'm not made much progress yet. Hvad fanden altså? Okay, I don't think it's anything. I think we gotta, yeah, maybe talk to people. I don't want to buy anything. Why are they all assuming I'll sell them shit? What? What? Maybe one of the pillars has been touched? So clearly there's something there. The tools. Okay, so we click the display. On closer inspection, the glass does appear to have been tampered with. It looks like the work of an expert. I don't think I'm gonna find much more lying around. You think so? Maybe I should try asking if anyone nearby saw... What?! I just did that! I was wondering if you'd seen anything unusual about the museum lately. No, I don't think so. Thanks for your help. Bro, hello there. You seen anything unusual? What sort of unusual? I'm looking into the missing diadem display. I don't think I can help much. Thanks anyway. Hello there. Unusual? What sort of unusual? Diadem? No? Okay. Dude, I skipped a step in the quest, man. Any unusual? What sort of unusual? Missing diadem? I don't think I can much help. Thanks anyway. Okay. No, like, whatever. Can I help you? Anything unusual? What sort of unusual? This and them. I don't think I can be much help. Thanks anyway. Hello there. Anything unusual? I don't think so. Thanks for your help. Hello there. Hello. Anything unusual? Oi, din lille skiderik. Now that you mention it, I did see someone skulking around here recently. I thought they looked a little shifty at the time. Do you know where did they go? And they left through the front door and turned right toward where those big birds. That'll be Quetzals, thank you. Quetzals, you learn something new every day. Okay. I hate the female voice. Stop being so judgmental, bro. Man is wearing a rogue outfit asking where the thief is. Okay, well, that's crazy. Let me talk to this guy. Have you seen anything suspicious around? What kind of suspicious? Maybe someone carrying something out of the museum, perhaps? Well, let's see. Come to think of it, there was this one person carrying some sort of a case. He came along and asked if he could have a go with my bird. He asked if he could have a go with your bird? Yeah, I thought it was quite strange. I told him no, and he made his way east towards Kothon. To the Kothon. Okay, I guess I'll see there if I can find some more leads. Thanks for the help. Safe travels, Ignami. East towards Kothon. Oh, that's the place where there's like, okay, boats. Maybe we talk to the trader crew member? Am I just so smart, guys? Natural gamer skill. Why do you want to know? Well, I was looking for something. I think he might have it. I don't think anyone would really like us talking about their travels. Alright, we could use a hand. Wait. Although we could use a hand, do you think you could do us a small favor? As long as it's just the one favor. We've been meaning to get our old sails stitched up, but we haven't had a chance to get away and have it done. Hard to believe the trader Stan had these clothes enchanted to restitch themselves so we can ruin them, but the sails were too much to ask for. Some people's priorities, huh? I suppose I can help with that. Perfect, there is a crafting store just down the road. They should be able to fix them up. The trader hands you some old tattered sails. Oh, the maybe the clothes shop, perhaps. Okay, I was hoping for some help. What sort of help? I've got these sails. Yo, Dono Glenn. Thank you for the freaking 63 months, dude. I hope you're doing good, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I've got these sails that need fixing up for the charter ship in the Cotton. The crew thought you could help. Oh, in that case, I'll help you out. So as long as you can do me a small favor. Go on, then. All I ask is that you tell the charter ship that Artemis says thanks for the latest ship. Oh, okay. Oh, what a relief. I thought I'd pass the message when I get back there. Perfect. Now hand those sails over. Here you go. Let's see. Thread that through here. Skippity ba bang. La 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 la. Wahaha. Tie off the end there. And boop boop ba. La la la. There we have it. They might not be the prettiest, but they'll be sturdy enough to do the job. Arima hands you the repaired sails. Thank you. Take care now, Ignami. And come back by the shop whenever you need to crafting bits and bobs. Cool. They are now repaired. Not pretty, but they're functional. About the case for the case. You meant to be getting rid of our sails fixed up, right? Yeah, here they are. You hand the newly fixed sails over to the trader. Oh, and Artemis said thanks for the latest shipment. Ah, that's great. Always nice to hear from a happy customer. Anyway, the man with the case, the gray-haired fella, right? Yeah, he came by, asked if he could have a go with our boat. Told him that that's not really how this works. And then what? Where did he go? Well, he explained how it does work, and then he asked us to take him to Port Sarim. Port Sarim? I see. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I'm going to a really far off bank. My bad, y'all. Alright, so let's go there. Sailing? Yeah, sailing is out, guys. Quest cape before sailing? I mean, I'll try, but, you know, that's how it goes. I'm gonna have one more little mandarin, guys. Mandarins are probably some of the most tasty fruit, man. They're just good, dude. They're just good. Always eating? Well, a man's gotta eat. What are you bro? Mandarins are delicious and they're good for you guys. You ate yesterday. How do you think I'm gonna get this jacked, guys, if I don't eat? Alright, let's charter to Port Sarim and see if we can find someone there. Skingily. Who the frick is this guy? Fancy looking fucker? Sorry for that, guys. Oh, can I help you? Have you seen a great-haired man with a case? Yeah, I know that one. He came all the way from Fortis, right? That's right. Do you know where he went? Wandered up north, I think. Said something about trying to get a hold of some runes. Thanks for the help. Okay, North Runes. Magic shop. Hello. Hello again. What can I do for you? Grey man haired with a case. Oh, the one with the monocle? Yeah, he came by. Oh, monocle. Let me guess. He asked if he could give a go with your runes. What? What does that even mean? No, he came looking to buy some runes, but he didn't really know what he was looking for. Where did he go? I don't know. He took a look at my stock, but didn't see what he wanted. Then he left. We got an idea where he was looking for. I did take some notes. It was driving me crazy trying to make sense of it. Could I have a look? Bam, be my guest. Good luck. Did he hand you the notes to taken out of the Strain Rune order? Oh god. One that lets me travel, but not fight. Okay, that's a law. 3 that are needed to grab, but not weaken. Okay, grab? Telegenetic grab. So 3 One that doesn't make fruit, but instead makes gold. Nature?
Hey Gazoo, how are you finding the children's logic puzzles?
They're very difficult puzzles, by the way. Very, very, very difficult puzzles. Magic shop. He told me the Greyhound man came by to buy some runes, but left that it didn't tell when after. He said notes dealing with which one he wanted. She also mentioned that he was running a monocle. Between those notes and the description I have of him, I can hopefully track him down. Wait, is there a spell to make bananas? Banana. Bones to peaches. Turns bones into peaches. One that doesn't make fruit, but instead makes gold. But isn't that alchemy? 3 that I need to grab, but not weaken. Fire! So 1 fire. Okay, so 1 fire, because that's alchemy. 3 air, 1 law. 1 law, 3 air, 1 fire. Where does that teleport us? 1 law, 3 air, 1 fire. Oh, Varrock! Who's that? Little fucker. Okay, so it's in. Hey! You little. I see you! Do you want to buy some runes? No. I guess not. This is actual rage bait. How is it rage bait? Oh yeah, he needs to have a case. Oh. I'm looking for Cerna's diadem. Cerna's diadem? How did you hear about that? It's not something you hear much about these parts. Well, it's missing from the Grand Museum in 4. So are you telling me that these motherfuckers in Varrock Museum went and stole freaking displays from 14 so they can put it in their displays? I was hoping to try to find it. What awful news. I'm sure I can help you with that, though. Well, if you say so. You pick the curator's pocket and steal a key. Okay. Ethically acquired antiques, by the way. Okay, I managed to work out the grey-haired man was traveling to Varrock. I traveled there myself and confronted curator King Kalan at the museum about Cerna's diadem. He claimed not to know anything, but I was able to steal a storeroom key from which he might help my investigation. Storeroom. Okay. Search crate. You search through the crate and find Cerna's diadem, along with various other artifacts that doesn't seem to belong here. Well, what do we have here? I wonder what our local curator has to say about this. Okay. Welcome to the Museum of Varrock. About the diadem. So you found the diadem. That's wonderful news. I'm sure the Grand Museum will be thrilled to hear about that. You know where I found it? No, why would I? Be honest with me, curator. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't just steal artifacts and then claim them as your own for the museum. Steal? I would never. You need to get your facts straight. The other museums will never trust you again. They understand my actions. I'm just trying to preserve history. Why don't you just cop? Oh. Why should you decide who gets to keep their artifacts? Shame on me! I just saw it. That's so funny. For shame! For shame! Okay? Because I'm the only one willing to protect them. Aren't you embarrassed? I'm not embarrassed, I'm just putting in storage for normal reasons. You're not even preserving anything, you're just a thief. Pish posh! I haven't decided. What the fuck? He doesn't even care? You're a disgrace! How dare you? I never once failed to follow the proper procedures. Well, except this one time, but this is different. I'm sick of your excuses. Oh, I'm sick of... Oh, okay. A real historian would never steal. Believe me, I'm a real... Historians have done far worse. I guess you were just in it for the glory, weren't you? That's not true. I mean, I'm better than this. I mean, I'm all mixed up. Do you know Valamor sends thieves to the Colosseum? Ooh! But I'm no thief! Give me a chance to explain! You can't just keep claiming these stolen goods as your own. I didn't steal anything. These are ethically acquired antiquities. He said it. He said it. What do you mean? How did you come into possession of Cyrnus diadem? I've heard all about your travels back there with it. Well... Naturally, as soon as Valamor opened, I was keen to visit their Grand Museum. There was a big event at the Colosseum, so it was nice and quiet, perfect for taking in everything the museum had to offer. All of a sudden, I heard a strange noise coming from behind me. Okay. It was a thief! He'd stolen Cyrnus' diadem! I had to act quick. I called about my skills from my time in Varagard, and I showed him what for. Wait. He went down easily, but I was left with a conundrum. What to do with the diadem? This feels like the freaking delusional emote. Where, you know, like in the chat where he goes this, like, yeah. It was a priceless artifact, and it was at risk. I knew it had to be protected, and there was nowhere better than in Varag. There's no way that's how it happened. You think he's telling the truth? No. Now I don't really know what to do. You can't just be taking things as your own. I promise I only wanted to keep it safe. I guess I panicked. I'll do your deal. If you arrange the safe delivery of the diadem back to the Grand Museum, I'll let them know it's taken care of without mentioning your name. Okay, I'll have it sent back at once. Thank you. I'll head over there and let them know. Maybe he wasn't lying. You know what? Maybe he wasn't lying, chat. I believe that there is good in most people in life, okay? Hello. Nilsel to you, Ignami. Welcome back to the Grand Museum. What about the display? How are you getting on with your investigation? Well, it turned out we've got the saga. I found it. Cyrnus diadem is on his way back here as we speak. Oh, that's great news. Where did you find it? It was a little far away, but we'll save that story for another day. Well, what matters is that you found it. Now, I guess you'll be expecting a reward. Okay, so we're 52k XP per hour right now, guys. Let's see if we go up a little bit here. Yeah.
Quest completed.
Oh, what? Ultimately, chat, it's about the journey and doing some fun quests and progressing towards the quest cape as well. That was a pretty fun quest, though. I liked it. Cool. Ethically acquired antiquities, boys. Let's just fix this here. You know, 160! We have 14 quests to go, boys. 14 quests, dude. Okay, so there's another quest that y'all talked about. Chance to change the subtitle. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll do it after stream. I'm not gonna look into it right now, but after stream, yeah. Okay, so y'all talked about another quest as well that could give me some thieving XP, right, y'all? And I think that was not Death on the Isle. Wait, this quest has thieving as well. Death on the Isle? Yeah, let's do this one. Yeah, this one, Gearhar. Alright, I can start this quest by talking to Patsy outside Villa Lucens on Eldarine. Okay, Adala, right? Don't mind me, but if you're looking for something to do, this man here needs a hand. Oh, okay, Patsy. Good day, I don't suppose I could trouble you for the briefest of moments. Good day to you, I could consider being troubled for the right reasons. How does one access to a rather fancy party sound as a motivator? Well, just as long as I get to actually enjoy. I'm sure you can also rustle up some payment to encourage you, if you have any reservations. You may even find some exciting opportunities inside, given the presence of Eldarine's wealthiest citizens. So if you're going to this party, don't you also need to be one of Eldarine's wealthiest citizens? Alas, I'm quite unfortunately not rich in money. What I do possess is in certain wealth of talent. For you, I see I'm an actor. Patsy the Grand, they call me, eventually. They call me Gooseman, just Gooseman. So if you're not rich in money, how am I supposed to get paid, assuming I agree to help you with whatever it is you want? Cutting words, but you need not worry. While you won't be getting paid up front, I have a feeling that if all goes well, I'll soon find myself with more than enough wealth to handsomely reward you. And besides, if nothing else, I'm sure you'll have wonderful time at the party. Start Death on the Isle quest? Yeah. Wonderful. So, whose part are we going to? Well, that's complicated. You don't know? Sometimes a man has to follow his heart, and a second-hand invitation says there's a party at Villa Lucens tonight. Villa Lucens? Yes, the villa is home to the almighty patron of the arts. He even has his own theater at top of the cliffs behind the villa. In fact, the whole reason for this party is because he's showing his new play. And yet you don't actually know who he is. This opportunity came quite suddenly. As such, I'm unfortunately not prepared as I otherwise would be. However, an actor like myself can't turn down the chance to meet with a man like him. Not to mention, just to enjoy a good party. Okay. Well said, Adala. Oh, that reminds me, Gooseman. This is Adala. She's also helping me out today. If you have her, why do you need me? She advertised herself as a bag carrier, so she's here to move my bag around. There's a lot of costumes and props that I travel with, so it's nice to have someone else to carry them. I'm not gonna say no to a fancy party, even with the help. Even as the help, sorry. As for your part in this, Gooseman, with this being a fancy party and all, I happen to need a butler to help me fit in. Are you kidding me, guys? Okay. You know, serving me wine and tending to my needs. Fancy suit and all. Right, so I don't actually need to enjoy the party at all. I don't get to enjoy the party at all, do I? Well, I'm sure you will. You'll have to act a little here and there. I see, you mentioned the fancy suit. You wouldn't have to have a butler outfit in that bag you mentioned. I don't believe I do. I don't really take roles like that these days. Well, in that case, you know where I might get one, preferably free of charge? Lots of villas around here have butlers, and butlers means uniforms. Are you suggesting I steal one? I suppose you could always just put it back once you've done. And I'm sure whatever I take from will be overjoyed to have it someone else wearing their uniform. Maybe I should add the butler's uniform to my vast array of costumes after all. Yeah, maybe that's true. What's up, Potato Hema? I doubt they'll ever realize. Anyway, I remember seeing some uniforms through a window on the way over here. They were in the villa to the north. I guess I'm off to find a uniform then. Good luck. Okay. So, this guy's a con artist. And we are gonna have to go undercover here and pretend like we're helping him. To like expose him, obviously. That's gonna be my way. Okay. I'm offered. Or maybe I do it while he's away. Ah, sneaky. Inconvenient occasionally. Okay, go over there. Okay. You steal a uniform from the wardrobe. Okay. Hey guys, they're rich people anyway. We can steal. No stealing IRL, chat. I see you managed to find a uniform. I don't really look like a great butler though, in GL, not gonna lie. You must have a good eye to have seen them through the window as you walked by. It was a bit of a lucky spot, I must admit. Lucky. These guys are con artists. I'm almost like you were specifically looking for them. Just good fortune. Now I ought to get a move on to getting this back inside. Adala hits inside. I'm Odile. We're not playing Marvel right now, no. Can we steal from you? Well, I'm not freaking... Okay, whatever. She's in a rush, isn't she? Given the size of your bag, I'm not sure she's gonna be rushing anywhere. Well, she sets a good example. You should probably be heading in yourself. Well, I'm guessing the entrance is just up these stairs. The guest entrance is, yes. Don't tell me. You'll have to go through the staff entrance, unfortunately. I can't be seen entering with the help. The help? Sorry, just getting into character. Okay. You'll have to use the staff entrance, though. Where would I find that staff entrance? I'll bet Adala went through it. You'll just follow her. I think she hid it somewhere along that hedgerow. Ah, I see. Head butler. Dude, it's like Squid Game. They're having like masks on and stuff. Oh, Neil Sal to you. I wasn't expecting anyone else. Sorry, there was a bit of a hold-up. I'm quite new to this. A hold-up? Nothing bad, I hope. I've known people to have problems with their employers before. Is yours treating you well? He seems friendly enough. I'm still not sure if I'm getting paid, though. Titamo! Oh dear, oh dear. Are you part of a union? I don't remember joining one. I probably should with the varied working conditions I go through. We have a fantastic one here in Alderine, if you're interested. I can't say discussions are effective, but sometimes the wealthy do come to the table. This is a one-time gig for me, I think, but thank you. Very well. Well, in that case, there's just a few admin bits to go through before I let you in. First and foremost, butlers must keep their uniforms and masks on at all times. If you're seen without yours, you'll be ejected from the party. Got it. No taking off my uniform. What about this mask? As staff are to be anonymous as possible tonight, we'll provide you with a mask on entry. We'll be using them to keep track on who's coming and going. Now, for security reasons, butlers are required to enter and leave with completely empty pockets. We'll hold on to everything you need whilst you're in there. Got it. Nothing in and nothing out. Right. I think that covers everything. Are you ready to enter? Yeah, I guess. I'll hold on to any items you have whilst you're in there. Yeah, you better, bro. Oh! Wawa! Look at... Okay! There's a lot of butlers here. Why is this person walking so weirdly? I should probably speak to Patsy. Okay. Walk for immersion. Oh, come on, dude. You made it and you didn't look, and you don't look, and you made it in and don't, you, oh, hold kæft, mand. Nogle gange så kan man bare ikke snakke engelsk. You made it in and don't you look the part. Magnificent. I feel like a court jester, and not for the first time either. Nonsense. Why don't you go in and introduce yourself to our host and the other guests? I could do with knowing a little bit more about everyone. Hang on, I'm meant to be an anonymous butler. How do you expect me to get to know people for you? I'm sure you can get their names at least. That'll give me something to work with. Anything else I should do for you? Especially things you could easily do for yourself. No, I think you're good, more than enough right now. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and get to know people. There's a wine cellar here as well. Opa, okay. Koshak. Good day, sir. Sir, I'd prefer... I thought I'd left that behind when I retired. Please call me Koshak. Absolutely, Koshak. You can call me... I seem to remember one of the rules of this party was that the staff were to remain anonymous. You can call me then. Are you enjoying the party? I am, yes. Though I'm far more excited for tonight's performance. Constantindius says he's hired some of the finest actors for this one. Okay, what about this drunk one? Excuse me, you there? How can I be in service? You could do with another drink. Do you have any preference? Wine or something non-alcoholic? Alcoholic? I'll have you know that I, Pavel, am most certainly not an alcoholic. Now scram. Enabler? We're at a party, guys, and it's like, you know, whatever, okay? Unbelievable. Sober her up. I mean, we could do that too. I get fine. Okay, I'm not gonna enable chat. You're right. That's actually a really bad thing to do. Let's up those numbers. Oh god, guys. Nils, I'll see you as one. You seem different than the other staff here. First time? It is. How could you tell? You see similar things on boats. People still look a little wobbly after they settle. No, I hadn't noticed I was. Few ever do. So do you spend a lot of time on boats? Run something of a shipping company. If you need it moving, Sakotls gotcha. Well, I don't typically find myself in need of that sort of thing, but if it ever changes, I'll keep you in mind. Okay. So anyone else again? Oh, Constantintius. So, this is grand, isn't it? Certainly seems to be quite the event. I'd say it's one of my finest yet, though I do wish more of the guests could made it. However, it looks like we gained a bit of a straggler. A straggler? Yes, that slightly pompous fellow that hasn't introduced himself to anyone yet. The fact that he's here means he must have gained an invitation, though I don't know how. How is that? Is it going to be an issue? I'm sure it won't be. I'm always open to meeting new people, especially those who enjoy arts. Good, because it's actually him who I'm here with. He was very keen to meet you, though he didn't actually know your name. I can't believe it! How could he not even know the name of his precious host? Perhaps he's new to the island. Still, for an actor, his research seems lacking. He's an actor, you say? Ah, that explains why he was so eager to be here. Well, if he's good, it might be his lucky day. I, Constantinius, am the market for a new actor to sponsor. Thank you, Frontline Dragon, for the 25 months. A sponsor? Well, you know, actors. Very profitable ones. They're popular. I like to make investments. For example, I've sponsored tonight's lead actor, Livius, for one time. He's done very well for himself, and for me, though he's almost too expensive for me these days. Anyway, perhaps you'll see him tonight on stage. Okay. Nexus, thanks for the prime. Okay, so we have an alcoholic, we have a ship owner thing, and then we have a the host, I guess. Nexus, thanks for the 16 months, dude. Appreciate that. I saw you make your way around the party. So who's who? So we've got Pebble the drunk over there. I'm not sure there's much of them other than their love of drinking. Ixototla, who seems to have a lot more relaxed. It seems that she runs a shipping business. Last of all the guests, we have Kushak. He's quite up the rules of this party, so he might not be happy with that you weren't properly invited. Invited? I have an invitation and I still act like I belong here. He'll never know. I have an invitation, I can act like I belong here. Okay. He might not, but our host Constantinius does. Ah. Luckily, he didn't actually seem to mind you being here too much. Apparently, he's actually looking for a new actor to sponsor. Sponsoring me? Oh, marvelous! Oh, I think I could have a drink to celebrate. Could it be a deer and go in the wine cellar for me? What would you like for me from the wine cellar? A beer? Whilst that sounds lovely, I heard that there's some Principium Red down there. It's not produced anymore, so I'd rather hard to find, but our generous host seems happy enough to share. Alright, 1 glass of wine coming up. Okay. So I guess he's just gonna okay. Let's just get their most expensive shit that they have, guys. Why not? Premium... the label's faded, but I'm sure this is the one Patsy was asking about. Oh, wow. You suddenly startled by the sound of a glass shattering in another part of the cellar, causing you to spill some of the wine on yourself. Oh no, that's gonna stain, isn't it? Wait, what's that right there, guys? Fancy chest? The chest is securely locked. Does this belong down here? And who made that sound? Check on man. Is everything okay? Hello? Have you had too much to drink? You there! Don't move! What the? You're coming with us! Bro, what did I didn't do shit. It's always the butler, isn't it? Now, Stratius. We don't know for sure they did it. It looks likely, though. Did what exactly? Murder! Stratius! What? It was my turn to level the accusation at a suspect. What? How often do you get to handle a murder? You have to respect the systems we have, Stratius. I'm still here, in case you forgot. So, murder. Interesting choice of a party full of wealthy people, wouldn't you say? Poor Livius. He wasn't acting this time. But I didn't kill anyone. He just happened to be found standing in a closed room with a dead body. With stains on your body, no less. Bloodstains? The red stains on your uniform. The victim's blood. I'm sure of it. You found me in a wine cellar and you won't even consider that it might be wine? I suppose I could try tasting it. Stratius! But what if it's blood? Well, then it won't taste like wine, will it? No, you make a good point, actually. I'm just gonna... No, you won't. You're gonna wait here and answer some questions. Would you believe me if I said I didn't do it? We'll consider it. We will? But for my first question is, why are we down there in that cellar? I was looking for wine. Principium Red. Patsy sent me down to get some wine for him to drink. I was just happened to have a commotion, and then I thought someone may have been hurt. So you were just trying to help? Yes! Honestly, I'm sold. Stratius! Oh yes, sorry. Well, I'm afraid we can't just let you go, not without an investigation. Not to mention, given our whole job here is to stop anyone bad-hamming in this party, we're not really doing so well right now. We'll look even more ineffective if we don't have a suspect. We'll be a career ender, really. Quite. Well, much like I didn't kill that man, I suppose you don't want to hurt your careers. Maybe I should catch the killer. You have any relevant qualifications? Wait, are we meant to have... After all... After all, training to be a butler must have been a long time. I'm not a butler, I got hired to act like one. Right now, I have to put a murder back on the table. Who are you? I'm just Gusu Man. I got hired by Patip to be a butler for this evening, alongside with a lady called Adala. Adala? Do we know an Adala? Yes, I believe she's accounted for. You ran into her? She came in shortly after we arrested you. Your friend Patsy mentioned she'd be sorting out some of his costumes. You mean she was only accounted for after the murder took place? Okay. Why do I get the feeling we're not doing a good job of actually investigating this? It isn't just you. Again, maybe I should put an extra pair of hands here. Have a potential suspect investigated the murder. It wouldn't be orthodox, but it might work. I'm not so sure I like the implication that we solve it ourselves. I agree, but we're not actually very qualified for this. We're normally just drunk people. We're normally just guard drunk people, not solve murders. You make fair point, Hunsa. Gusaman, if you promise not to leave, can you... What happened here? I promise not to flee the scene? Perfect, shall we get investigating then? Where should we start? The victim was Livius, the lead actor in tonight's play. His body's still down in the cellar, so you should probably go and inspect it, along with the rest of the crime scene. No doubt you'll want to question everyone. We'll keep them busy until you're ready. We'll also give you the case file to track your notes in. Okay, I'll get to it. Bro, they... I feel like they should be a little bit better at hiring people and like getting people for this stuff, especially if they're that rich, no? Glues. Okay, no glues. Oh my god. Okay. Stardust and Hunsa, the guards have arrested me, revealed that a man that I have murdered. They also revealed that Livius, an actor performing in a play at the villa as a part of the party. I managed to convince them that I was innocent and agreed to let me have the killer. To do so, I must investigate the wine cellar and investigate the subjects. Once I'm satisfied I've found everything I know, I should let Stardust and Hunsa know. Okay, so there's some psychopath that's killed people like Livius, obviously. And we gotta figure out how and why and what and where and when and the reason and everything. Okay, let's inspect Livius first. The main actor, huh? So what got you then? You inspect the body. A few cuts and scrapes, no stab wounds. Poison perhaps? Maybe there's something nearby that could give me a better idea of what happened. Okay. Broken pottery. Looks like someone's dropped this. I wonder if there's a fight. Wine storage? It's only half full. Someone must have been drinking from it. Okay. I can go through here. That's on the other side, eh? Okay. Investigate the yuck. Wonder if this yuck has been tucked away in the corner. Was someone trying to hide it? Why would Constantius keep a broken stool around? Unless it was only just broken. Okay, getting a little bit more sus here. It appears to be a box full of blank wine labels. I suppose they'd like to keep things well organized. Investigate the antique wine. I think it's probably best if I don't mess around with this again, okay? It's been a while. Do you plan on playing Ultra WoW Hardcore? I don't have any plans to play Ultra WoW Hardcore at the moment, no. Not currently. Currently, I'm doing RuneScape stuff and like other variety games at the moment. Okay, fancy chests. Okay, so we found a bunch of different things, but it didn't really give us a lot of glues. Okay, let's talk to Pavo first. Wasn't Pavo the drunk one? You know, it's surprisingly a sobering moment when someone's been murdered beneath your feet. You know him well? We were once drinking fellows. The things I've seen him drink without even breaking a sweat. Do you drink with him today? I don't remember. It seems likely that I would have, though. He never liked to prepare for a performance without at least a small drink. Assuming you did, where would you have had a drink with him? Probably down in the cellar. That was always where we preferred to go. So you admit that you may have been down there with him today. Do you think you think something might have happened while you were drinking? I'd like to think that I would remember something so terrible happening in front of my eyes. And yet you can't actually remember if you've been drinking with him. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, I don't know. Normal rich people. But like, but boys! Could you give me some tips on this investigation? You want to have a look down at the wine cellar, I imagine. We made sure nobody went down there after we arrested you, so everybody should be where the murder occurred. You'll probably also want to do a bit of questioning up here as well. We'll keep an eye on everyone for you. Right. So if someone's been drinking from it, that must have been that drunk person, right? Because the yuck is light. Broken pots. And then that thing there. You inspect the body. A few custom scripts, no stamp with poison. Okay, so someone... Nah. We know who it is. It's the drunk fucker. She went down here, had a drink with Livius, and then she poisoned the wine that he was supposed to drink, which is why he then dropped the broken pottery and then stumbled over here and then fell off. Why would she suddenly act like completely normal and then say that she doesn't know anything about it? It's her. Okay, broken jug. Dropped as a murder, made an escape. Amphora, wine full, been drinking from it. Small box. Broken stool. Wants to keep people around. A broken box was left on the ground near the body, perhaps dropped as a murderer or made an escape. An amphora of wine, almost half full, someone's been drinking from it. Small gob. Can you go upstairs? Ah! But there's just bits up here. Butler uniform. Check out the dog. I don't think the dog did it, dude. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Why would they allow me to go all the way down here? Eh? Okay. Doesn't want me to go back there now. A fox got one of my chickens today. Oh, that sucks, man. Drumstick the chicken. That's a thing to name a chicken, man. That sucks, man. Not nice. Familiar with this work, but not the man himself. He's been Constitut's preferred actor for a few years now. Did he ever come and join the parties? Perhaps you could cross paths during the festivities. I'm almost certain we didn't. The actors spent the entire party getting ready, and then I usually fall asleep by the end of the play. Plays are good, are they? I'm an older man. I need a good early night to get myself going. I'm a partial to puzzle though, so solving this crime could keep me up all night. How's it going? I think I found everything there is to find so far. What now? Do you think you could pin down a suspect? I'm not sure. Oddly enough, no one is admitting to having done it, but given that they're all there together, I'm pretty sure that they'd be each other's alibis. What if they hired someone to do it for them? Stratius, that's actually a good point. Maybe the butlers? You mean more of them might be fake like you? Well, thanks to the masks and the uniforms, they're all anonymous. It's also very hard to keep track of how many there are. Have we been keeping traps on all the butlers? What if one escaped? The killer might already be in the wind. Both of you are missing that there's no window in which they could have left in the cellar. Ah, yes. We came down when we heard the commotion. They wouldn't have been able to get out before then. Unless they got out through the secret back door. It seems like we're back to square one. Gooseman, think you're thinking of anything else to investigate? I could try stealing from the suspects. Perhaps one of them will be carrying something incriminating. You probably shouldn't mention that in front of us. I suppose we can always try to return them to them later. Hussa! I'll be subtle. Okay, guys, we got like a little bit of Oppa. Oppa. Oh, it's very hot. Ah, for Satan! That is good. That is good. Very good. It's some puff pastry with some cheese. I don't think there's taters. I think it's just like some puff pastry with cheese. I think it's a kibinica. Oh. Yeah. That's really good. You pull a shipping contract out of the pocket. I wonder what this is for. The contract between Livius and Sokotla. It's for the shipping of an undescribed object. Livius! Ooh. Okay, pickpocket. Doesn't seem to be anything a note in his pockets. Okay. What about Adala? You pulled some wine. Ooh. What are these are for? It's a set of labels made from wine yucks. They look like very similar to the ones in the yucks in Constantinius' cellar. Nothing of note. Okay. That's kind of sus though. In jail, not gonna lie. You pull a drinking flask out of Pavo's pocket. Okay, that's not surprising. Yeah. It's a flask for holding alcohol. There's a small amount of liquid in the bottom, but you can't tell what it is. The letter is from Koshek to Livius. It describes an outstanding debt. I had a little look around some pockets. I think all of the guests might be lying. All of them? Well, maybe not Pavo. They just had this drinking flask. Sakotla and Koshek, on the other hand, both had things in them that revealed they had direct dealings with Livius. Here, have a look at what I found for yourselves. We hand over the note, contract, flask, and labels. Interesting. What about these labels? I found them on Adala. She was the one who wasn't accounted for when the murder took place, right? That's right. She's the one that came here with Patsy, like Guzman here. Both were uninvited. Perhaps one of them is responsible, or indeed, both of them. Okay. I suppose it's possible, but Patsy doesn't seem capable of pulling this off. It seems we still don't have anything conclusive. What do you think we should do? We should get them all together, but put pressure on them with some accusations and see who breaks. You think that'll work? Only one way to find out, I suppose. It's not the worst thought, but I guess whatever happens there's a good chance that some of the more truth will come out. Alright, Kusaman, just let us know when you want everybody gathered and we'll take them upstairs for you. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. Perfect, let's get everybody upstairs. It's puff pastry mittens, yeah. Okay. Holy shit, look at this, guys. Atsa, Patsy, Adela, the two of you weren't even invited to this party. Nor were you. But being here presented a huge opportunity for an up-and-coming actor like Patsy. An opportunity indeed. You already knew that Constantinius was thinking about sponsoring a new actor. Perhaps you decided to speed things along by removing the competition. But why would I need to remove the competition if it was already open to sponsoring me anyway? That doesn't make any sense. Perhaps, and indeed it is true that you couldn't have been present at the same time of the murder. You never left the party. In fact, you sent me down to the cellar for you. Or you, didn't you? So you're saying that you're really actually more likely to be guilty yourself. Exactly! What? Sending me down there made me look guilty, a perfect way of drawing attention away from being the true culprit. But what would that be? That would be a terrible plan. You were here with us. Which leads me to you, Adela. Patsy was accounted for when the murder took place, but you were not. Care to tell us what you were up to? I took Patsy's bag to the backstage area, spent some time chatting to some actors, and then made my way to the party. So you never entered the wine cellar? No. But you knew a lot about it, didn't you? What are you going on with this? Stratus, the labels! Stratus presents the wine labels. Wine labels from Constantinius' cellar, found on your person. Care to explain? I just found them on the floor. It's bad manners not to pick up litter. What a convenient excuse. I think she's more sus than him. Adala? Perhaps you should make sure you question everybody. Oh. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Not bad. Constantinius, you knew Livius well, didn't you? I'd sponsored him for years, yes. How was that sponsoring working out for you? Well, I guess I can't say I wasn't profiting from it, although I do admit that it came a little excessive with his spending at recent times. So you'd almost benefit from him being out of the way, letting you find someone new to sponsor. The thought had crossed my mind, but he was still profitable. It's not like I couldn't just sponsor a second actor in addition to him anyway. Okay, let's learn about Pavo. Pavo, you and Livius were drinking partners, weren't you? We were. How heavily would you say you drunk together? On occasion, a little too heavily, I suppose. Who provides the drinks? We tend to bring our own, though I do sometimes let him have a little bit extra from my flask. Your flask? Huh? Stratus, the flask! Stratus presents the drinking flask. This flask? Yeah, that's the one. I must have misplaced it, yeah. If you were letting Livius drink from your flask, it wouldn't have been hard for you to poison him, would it? But why would I poison a friend? That remains to be seen. Koshak, you do not claim to have ever interacted with Livius. I did, and I stand by my claim. Why are you the one making these accusations anyway? You were the one down there with him. Besides, you're just a butler. Stratius, the note? Stratius presents the threatening note. A note written by yourself for Livius. Seems you weren't too happy with him. How did you? Seems that you did know him. In fact, you had an issue with him. Did you not? No one... Not one that would have killed him over. He owed me some money and I wasn't paying up. It just seemed to put some pressure on him. An outstanding debt could be considered motive for murder. Okay. So Chala, you never had any dealings with Livius, have you? Of course not. So he's never needed anything shipped by your company. Nothing he ever needed to move swiftly and discreetly. Why would he? I'm sure he's got more than enough solutions for moving his customs around. Stratius, the contract? Stratius presents the shipping contract. Care to explain this, Sakotla? That looks like a contract between myself and Livius. Good eye. Interesting how you yourself seem to not be aware of it, especially given it was you who was carrying it. Alright, fine. Livius had recently contracted us to help him move some of his belongings around. He's been doing this for himself and was moving into a larger property. I needed him to sign off a slight change in timelines, and given we were both here, I thought we might as well get it sorted. I see. Okay, so we went here with these two people, and Adala was always super duper sus. She had the freaking labels on her in the basement. I don't know if it's Patsy, to be fair with you, because I feel like his alibi is pretty good. Constantinius, he could be the killer, but why? I don't know. I feel like he would just like hire a new person, right? Pavo, I'm not too sure. Koshak, he did threaten. I think it's Adala. I don't know why. She just gives me sus vibes. Adala, I believe you were responsible for the murder of Livius. All the evidence is pointing to you. You were the only one missing at the time of the murder, and despite your claims, we have clear evidence that you were in that cellar. Alright, fine. I admit I was in the cellar. Wait, what? What is this? The Princium Red, you fool. I could retire in the value of that wine. All I had to do was get out of there with it. My wine! You used me! And I probably would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for this precious, precocious butler-turning investigator you hired. What happened, Adala? Did Livius interrupt your plan? Did he need to be silenced? Murder? What a ridiculous assertion. I may be a thief, but I've never killed someone. What? Wait, am I just kidding? What the fuck is this quest? Punch her a bit, punch her. Come on, go to the face. Yeah, go to the face. Now kick her in the groin. And then in the face again. Block the next attack, come on. And then kick her again, Punch her in the face. Freaking murder. Stop, you're too good for me, you win. You ready to confess? I promise I didn't do it. I'm just a thief. I wasn't even strong enough to defeat you. How could I have killed Livius? She may be telling the truth, Gooseman, but either way, we know she's a criminal now. Come with us, Adala. You have fun contemplating your crimes from your new cell. Adala is escorted away. Does this mean we can go on with this night's play? You still want to go ahead with the play? You don't even have a lead actor anymore. Yes, but it's a last-minute issue. I have no doubt that Livius understood he will be able to step up, but Adala might not even have been the killer. Well, you have a wonderful job so far, so I'm sure the villain will still lose. You'll catch them. Constantinius, with respect, I'm not sure we can let everybody leave until we're sure this case solved. That's not a problem. You can easily keep everybody in the theater. The only place to be able to run to from there is straight off the cliff. Constantinius? It's settled then. We will proceed with the play. While we do that, if the killer is still at large, the ever-capable Gooseman will... What? Oh no, you can't come with us. I don't want your investigation disrupting things. You'll still want to stay out of sight. Why don't you just take the back way? The back way? Yeah, it's not been used in a while. It's a little bit precarious these days, but I'm sure it'll manage. Where do I find this back way? The pathway leads around the cliff to the south. We'll see you at the ancient theater, Gooseman. Dude. They were just gonna go on with a freaking play while someone has just been literally murdered? Do you think... Okay. Okay. What's up, Jumpy? Oh, there you are, Gooseman. So what's the plan here? Well, we don't really have one. The plan is to... But the play's still about to start, and we still have a killer on the loose. Perhaps there's some evidence we missed somewhere. It seemed like you've been quite thorough. The only place you didn't check was at the theater. I guess it's time to fix that. The stairs over there lead down to the backstage area. That's where the actors, including Livius, were getting ready for the play. That seems like to be the best place to check for any missing clues. I'll get to it. Okay. I wonder if this quest is different depending on who you accuse. Maybe it is. Talk to Gustomer. Hello there. Nilsen, are you the one that's trying to find Livius' killer? That's right. I'm guessing down here this is your domain. If you think I have an actual control in here, you'd be sorely mistaken. I don't think anyone here could keep actors in line. They're a dramatic bunch. Speaking of which, where are they? The play will be starting as we speak. They'll all be up in the theater. Well, right, in that case, I better go get it. I'd like to have a look around here. Hopefully I can find some sort of clues of how Livius died. Go ahead. Ask you a few questions. Of course. Tell me about the actors. There's 4 of them in total. Well, was 4, I should say. There's Nayatl. She was Livius' understudy. After that happened, she's now taking the lead. Then you have Clodius. He's getting close to retirement now, so he prefers to take a small, impactful roles. Finally, there's Quintilla. She's quite new, so she's only taken on non-speaking parts. And all of them were here earlier? That's right, Livius went out for his pre-performance drink, as he likes to do. The others were all stayed here until after the murder happened. Okay. Are you sure none of them could have slipped out at any point? I don't think so. I suppose I do get quite engrossed in my work sometimes, so it's not impossible. But I'm sure I would have spotted someone going up the stairs. You search the crate and find it to be full of poison. It's the freaking understudy, boys. I think all those rich people are straight up just fucking assholes. But I don't think they killed him. The bookshelves hides a secret passage into the wine cellar. Ooh. Someone took the poison, went in, poisoned him, and went back in here. You search the costume and find one of the costumes have a wine stain on it. The label reads Nyatzli. Was that the understudy? I think it was. Yep. You accused an innocent asshole? She wasn't innocent. Not innocent. Just of another crime. What's the crate of poison for? That was a gift from Constantinius. We were having a bit of rat problem, so he gave us the poison to deal with them. Do you know there was a hidden passage? Passage? I had no idea. I suppose it's not too surprising. How come? It's an old villa. Apparently it stayed enrolled in some smuggling operation a long time ago. I could see them having a few secrets to help with that. One of the costumes had a stain on it. A stain? A wine stain. Apparently the costume belongs to an idol. Is there any reason the costume would be stained? No, none of her characters have any interaction with wine. Do you have any wine backstage? Well, the actors do like to have a drink after a play, but I always ask that they do it outside, as to not risk any damage to the costumes. Interesting. Okay. That sounds good, Mittens. Okay, the play is well on the way, and we know there's still a killer out there. I hope you have something for us, Gooseman. I think I might. It turns out there's a secret passage from the backstage area into the wine cellar. Someone could have gotten in and out without anyone else knowing. But not only that, but the backstage area had a rat problem recently. They had plenty of rat poison to deal with them. That same poison could have easily killed Livius. Great work, Gooseman. But did you find anything that could tell us who did it? Yes, we need to confront the killer. Who was it, Gooseman? Niatali. It makes sense, guys. The understudy who's on stage right now? Why? As a fellow actor, she had access to the secret passage into the wine cellar where Livius was drinking his pre-performance drink. But why did she kill him? The rat poison. Enough of that would easily kill a man. She poisoned his drink so that she could get back at the cellar before he died. I suppose that does make sense, but wasn't she the only one who had access to the backstage? But she was the only one who had wine on her clothes, which wine isn't allowed backstage, so it must have come from the cellar. Oh, very good. But what about the motive? Oh, that's the motive. Yeah, yeah. Why did she kill him? Half-sentence reading? My bad, I'm Danish. Yeah. Constantini has mentioned earlier that she had been in Livius' shadow for some time. Killing him has finally allowed her to take the leading role. I suppose this does make sense, but are you certain? I'd say 80, maybe 90% sure. Well, I suppose that will have to be enough. You're not taking us down too many wrong paths today, except for that whole fake butler act. True, but you were honest about that pretty quickly. We'll wait until the play's over and then we'll take her in. Wait, but should we not be acting now? Constantinius would kill us if we stopped the performance, and then we'd have another murder mystery on our hands. Well, then we'll have to speed things up a bit. I'm going out of here. What? What?
At last, the vile villain shows himself.
The villain? The only villain here is you murderer!
I'm no murderer. What vexatious allegations you come with me with?
I'm not sure whether this is a new actor. Are they even in a costume? Don't pretend you don't know. Your lies are at end.
I don't think this was in the original script. I'm overcome so much. I won't fall to this last hurdle.
Lay down your arms. Your heroic deeds are fabrications.
Never. Now swing at me. Oh, you're stronger than I thought. I need to regroup.
What the fuck is happening? Face me!
Ah, you stepped into my trap.
A trap? Ah, villain, that's this is where you die. You're no match for me. I'm sorry, you'll have to fight alone.
How could you be this powerful?
It's all a part of my grand plan. I grow stronger with every passing moment.
I can't keep up with this.
Now flee, then flee again, you ignoble hero. Sorry, I'm not English speaking normally.
I must take my last stand. Could you fit in your heart to stay your hand?
And let you foil... and let you live to foil my plans another day? I'm afraid that's not the game we play.
And so I take my leave from this mortal coil.
Bravo! Bravo! No, that was a twist, wasn't it? Nyadli, I know you killed Livius. Why?
I've been struck with the shadow of that man for too long. He couldn't even let me fill another role.
Murder is it's a bit far though. Could you not have just lightly poisoned him?
You don't understand. I never poisoned him. I just tripped him. All I wanted was to put him out of action. A small injury would have been perfect for him not to perform this evening.
What happened?
He had too much to drink. He fell harder than I expected, and he wouldn't get up. I fled. I never wanted him to.
Oh, Nyadl, come on. Let's get you to the guards. Yeah. Sergius Hutza, it's been a surprising pleasure working with you to solve this case. We don't have those. No, we do not have those, guys. I can't believe it was all an accident. Well, Gooseman, you've done well. I'd like to apologize for our hasty arrest earlier. Your commitment to helping us has been commendable. To be fair to us, you did seem like the perfect suspect. I suppose I did, but no harm done. I'm just glad we got it all sorted out. Though I don't think Patsy is gonna be paying me anytime soon. You win some and you lose some, I guess. All the best, Gooseman.
Quest completed.
Dude, listen, I'm gonna be honest, chat, this is not the best way of farming agility. Thieving, god damn it. But we're getting some nice quests done. This was a fun quest though, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked it. It was fun. So quest points, thieving XP, agility XP, crafting XP, and an ability to use a custom needle. Okay. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, at first I did think it was that Adala girl. But as soon as it dropped the bomb with that in the backstage story, that's when I instantly knew, chat. So is this quest different depending on who you accuse? Does it turn out differently or what? No? Or did I just do the literal perfect decisions? Get the needle. How do I get the needle? Okay, talk to costumer. We were very brave for going backstage and confronting a killer. Looks like you did well to get her surrender without damaging your costume. I was very... Dude, they don't... Okay. Makes the job of damaging ones easier. Thank you, I created my needles for the good work. Will I be able to get one of them for my own purpose? Well, I suppose I could part with one, if you're careful not to lose it. I'll be careful. It gives you a special needle. Okay. The custom needle is an item obtained from the customer in the backstage of Villain Lucen's theater on Alderaan after the completion of the Death on the Isle. Using it in the place of a needle allows players to craft most items without any threat. Oh, that's big. Oh. Okay. Grim Tales and Curse of Arrav both give XP. I can't do Grim Tales yet. I need woodcutting for that. Curse of Arrav. Medium quest. Master difficulty Majaharad. The Heart of Darkness is also Valamar. I think I've done that one, no? Yeah, I've done that one. Okay. Secret of the North has a fat XP drop. Yeah, but for this one... Okay, is this like a long quest? This feels like it's a gamer quest, though. Oh, tack. Okay. 10 minutes! Okay, dude. Mining, thieving, ranged, agility, strength, and slayer, though. Okay. So where would we start this? I can start this quest by talking to Elias White in the Usa Oasis. The fuck? Alright, Elias White, I remember this guy. Hello there, Gooseman. Good to see you. I take it you've received my message. I did indeed. What brings us all the way out here? It turns out that the desert was the best place to begin my research into Arrav and his heart. Not too surprising, of course, given the burial practices here. Oh yeah, Arrav, this is a continuation when we were farming the zombie axe, where we found Arrav as like a reanimated stuff, and he was like kind of like going schizo. Yeah. As far as specific oasis, it relates to that Alt Mastabab, the plateau. I reckon it might contain the knowledge needed to help old Arrav out. Excellent. And on that note, how do you feel about a bit of a tomb raiding? Hell yeah, dude, I love Tomb Raider. What do you need me to do? Well, without getting bogged down in all the details, my research has led me to some information on the rare and unusual form of necromancy that was once practiced in these lands. The key element of the process involved in removal and preservation of the heart, much is the same way that the matters of Iklarim do so during their burial ceremonies. The key differences are, the process is performed while the victim is still alive. That's horrible! Wait, it's called Curse of Arrav, right? I'll put it in the title. Quest. Curse of Arrav. I'll just put like current quest so people know what we're doing. Okay. Gusu commits acts of necromancy IRL even though it's illegal in the EU. No, what are you talking about? Necromancy is not illegal. It doesn't even exist. Okay, I've encountered many forms of dark magic in my time, but I must confess, few have filled me with the same anger that I felt upon discovering this vile form of necromancy. And do you think this is what happened to Arrav? Almost certainly. The end result of the process is an undead slave, unbound to whatever possesses their still beating heart. The victim must do whatever they're commanded, but unlike most other forms of necromancy, their mind, and indeed their very soul, remains intact. It all perfectly matches what you encountered with Arrav. Now thankfully, as horrible as all this is, I believe this is a way for us to break Samarugal's control over Arrav. To do so, we must recover Arav's heart. But what does it have to do with the mastaba? If we're to recover the heart, we need a way to not only keep it preserved, but also keep it beating as well. Samarugal must have a way of doing this, but I have a feeling he won't be willing to share the details on how. My hope is the mastaba contains the answers we need. It was built to house a pharaoh who ruled the desert thousands of years ago. She was known for many feats, with one of them being her work in saving the victims of Majaharad Necromancer. Well, I see, but if there's any information on heart preservation in there, I'm sure I'll find it. I have no doubt you can. While you work on that, I will get started on our next issue, finding where Samarugal is keeping Arrav's heart. Hopefully I'll have something by the time you're done. Oh, and a word of warning. When I was asking around in the mastaba, I was told about a group of, well, they apparently call themselves explorers. They entered the mastaba, but they never came back. I'd say it's safe to assume that there are some sort of defensive measures in order to deter any would-be grave robbers. Thanks for the help. I'll be careful. Good luck in there. I'll meet you once you're done. Okay, so we need to figure out a way to preserve and still keep Arav's heart beating while we figure out a way to I guess, get rid of that necromancy that keeps him as a zombie. Alright, cool shit. So, Curse of Arrav. The mastaba in the Oozer Oasis. I feel like I'm at home here, guys. Freaking Viking ships. Search skeleton. You search the skeleton and find some damaged armor. You search the skeleton and find the vase. So in 13 quests, you've completed the game? Pretty much, yeah. Okay. You try to pull the lever, but it won't budge. However, you spot a small keyhole beneath it that fits perfectly the key you are carrying. You turn the key in the lock and feel the lever loosen lightly. Pull it? You pull the lever. Ah! For helvede! Yo, thank you for the sub, by the way, Forson's Minecraft narrator. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you for the 2 months. Pull lever. You spot a small keyhole beneath it. Okay, so I need one more key. I'm Egyptian, but I'm American. Opa! Okay. The doors are secretly locked. You can't see any obvious way to open them. Yes, I need to find one more key. And I guess when we open that, then that'll open this. And there's a golem guard there as well. You search skeleton and find an empty water skin. Yeah. Bro, we're almost done. Orange Guzu was from the Egypt trip. Okay, I wasn't orange, I was tan. Try to pull the lever, but it won't budge. However, you spot a small keyhole that fits perfectly the key you're carrying. You turn the key and feel the lever loosen lightly. Pull the lever. Watch! Huh. Oh! Golem guard, though. A rocky horror. I mean, I only have melee, but I could also equip this and then slam it, right? With like this, but... Alright, let's see what happens, boys. Oh, he's gonna die fast. Okay, I don't really know what's going on there. Moving away, guys. It makes sense to move away here, guys. Oh my god, that blew up like crazy. Okay, let's go. Nice. He literally minded his own business and started attacking him. Hey, man. Oh, Scarabs! Scarabs was so crazy, man. Have you guys ever watched The Mummy? Good-ass movie. Green, blue... Ah. Jeg er fjollet. W, boys. W. Easily solved the puzzle. Easily solved it. There it is, guys. Condis, Scarab Ass, Hit, and Apmekan. I mean, I've killed all those IRL, so that's not an issue for me. You search the shelves and find an oil-filled canopic jar. That's probably for the heart, right? Brute force? I don't brute force anything, guys. I'm a fucking gamer, dude. Natural gamer skill. Tumakane statue. He looks very powerful. Inspect the mural. Much of the mural is beyond your understanding, but you recognize a pharaoh queen placing a heart in a canopic jar. Much of the mural is beyond understanding, but you recognize a Majorhead facing off against a pharaoh queen. Much of the mural is beyond your understanding, but you recognize a pharaoh queen preparing a canopic jar. A diagram seems to show a jar being filled with 3 dwellberries and a ring of life. 3 dwellberries, ring of life. A pot of weed. I'll need to obtain a canopic jar and fill it with 3 dwellberries and a ring of life. Well, I have the canopic jar. So now I just need to put ring of life and 3 dwellberries in it. Damn, Guzu, I can't believe how smart you are. You make it look so easy. Also, you're very handsome. Thanks, man.
Hello again, Gooseman. How's the tomb raiding going? You showed the canopic jar to Elias. This canopic jar should be able to preserve Arrav's heart. Excellent stuff. I had no doubt you'd discover what we needed. You'd be pleased to hear that I've managed to make some good progress as well. Have you found out where Arrav's heart is? Not quite, but I have the next best thing. One of my contacts has been supporting my research by investigating Majorhat's activity in the far north. He recently spotted Simmerugel entering an old fort near the mountain of Trollwise. Oh, I know Trollwise. I've been toboganning there. What's that even mean? And that stuck you as a tourist area, but it's a bit troll-ridden. Anyway, you wouldn't need to be doing any toboganning this time. Instead, you'll be heading underground. Oh, sledding! My contact located some tunnels that look like they might lead into the fort. Seems like a far better option than the front door. Well then, I better get going. Where can I find these tunnels? The entrance is right on top of Trollwise. I'd suggest you take a pickaxe with you. My contact said that there had been a few cave-ins. Okay, you seem to have a lot of contacts. Indeed, I managed to make a few friends in my time. So are they all looking into Simmerugel for you? No, not at all. Given recent events, Simmerugel is one of my particular interests, of course, but Majorhat activity in general has been increased recently, especially up north. How did you end up researching it? You know, it's been so long that I barely can remember. As I recall, I first found mention of their kind right here on the desert. I was visiting some archaeologists in the south when I found an old tablet describing a race of seemingly immortal shapeshifters wielding the power of gods. Naturally, I was immediately fascinated. Of course, as soon as I went to find out what they are, not only fascinating but also very dangerous, I must admit that I see it as something of a duty to keep my research up to date. The events at Varag showed that too many have forgotten the dangers of the Majorhat. Okay. And this is where that stupid gnome is as well we talked to. Enter cave. Let's go, boys. Why is it so weird here? Okay, I guess we gotta just mine the parts that are small, right? See you in 4 hours. Okay. It is imperative that I get as close to the ritual stone as I can. For too long, the same few has hoarded the power while the rest of us has looked like they're from the outskirts. If only I could get close. Maybe I'd become a force to be reckoned with the next battle. Ah, from this side. So you need to mine it from 2 sides. So one side equals one side. Oh. So when you change direction, you can mine it from multiple directions. Granite tablet? I have a cunning plan. I intend to dig every tunnel that will eventually lead directly under the stone, ensuring that this time I will be as close as possible. I have found the ideal site to start my work. An isolated mountainside reachable only via tunnel. No one will disturb me there. I don't know why I'm making him evil. I'm not sure, but this person is evil now, guys. A little bit here. I'm making progress with the tunnels, although I haven't appreciated what that work would be. As I'm going to be down here a little while, I have created a living quarters of sorts. I only have some of that papyrus they're inventing. Chiseling is so laborious. Another stone tablet? Okay. I've wasted time digging tunnels the wrong way multiple times, and now I seem to have hit a bit of a brick structure. My guess is the cellar belonging to one of those others. Perhaps if I break into it, I can get my bearings. It might be dangerous though. I don't want to be detected. Guzo equals best streamer for every game. Thank you. Thank you. So the question is, where does this lead us? Watching you do the Warcraft 3 campaign videos, wild to see you playing RuneScape now. Dude, it's been a fucking crazy journey with the variety and the different kind of games we've been playing. It's been so insane. Find a bookcase and find an interesting looking Majaharad node. Fellow to my fellow Majaharad, Atanakus. There's an individual who has not been seen since the God Wars, but his presence is still felt in Gilnor. He's presumably still loyal to Saros. Atanakus re-emerged. Apparently he and Anakra were engaged in a continual struggle for thousands of years. He still lives in the outdated Sorosian ideals. I just don't get it. I know Saros freed us, but he never understood the path of chaos. If Atanakus can be caught, he could also be a good choice for a sacrifice soon. Asanatra. We experience Asanatra. Yeah. A powerful adversary and Saros' champion has been contained since the God Wars. We have not dared free him for a ritual yet. We will do so soon, while Samarokian numbers are still high enough to handle him. Reports indicate that Saros' champion is free. This is bad news. He's real danger. We should be vigilant. The next ritual could be a real test. Bilrach. Bilrach is of average power of our kind. He seems willing to go along with what I suggest, so he will be useful for now. The ritual approaches an unusual. Bilrach is yet to have appeared. I wonder what he's up to. Inakra. Another who has not been seen since the God Wars.
My cat hates the sound of ants.
Wait, Inakra's lament. Another who has not been seen since the God Wars, but whose presence was still felt. She would seem to be the only surviving female Majaharad left on the plane. Well, Inakra has re-emerged at last. He reported to us that she has been in continual struggle with Athanaku, I hate that name, all this time. I hoped her return might have meant an opportunity to sire more of our race, but she spurned my offer. Pah! Hazel, one of Samarokan's aligned factions, a worthy warrior. Generally, I'd consider Hazel an ally. Hazel seems to be gaining a power. He has gained many followers and much territory. Disaster has struck for Hazel. Saradomin worshipping human filth has conquered his territory and put him into a state of torpor. The question is, will his followers be able to revive him before the next ritual? Well, his followers may have left things rather last minute, but they managed it. Hazel is back in play. Jalan, one of the weakest of our race. He did not even dare attend the last ritual, so he will be even weaker now. I'm ashamed to even call him a Majarat. Yeah, Hazel, was that the guy that we brought to life? I think we did, right? Or brought back in the Hazel cult, yeah. Yeah, that's the one we brought back with the, in Ardun. One sec, chat. Okay, let's go. Hey! Arrav? Oh, you should not be here. Oh, Samarukul could return at any time. If he does, I won't be able to stop myself from. That's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm here to help you. Why do you do not know me? You do not know what I've done. Leave this place and leave me. I am forsaken. Not if I have anything to say about it. Arrav, I need to find your heart. With it, I can free you. It's not here. Samarukul did not want it too close to his kin. Do you know where it is? In the next room, look behind the flame tapestry. You might be able to find something that can help. My master calls me. Thank you, whoever you are. I don't even know your name. I'm Goosaman, and I will save you, Arrav. I promise. Dude, red teleport, by the way. Not so throw it away too far. I'm around calling it Summergirl, but before leaving the original plans, about the tapestry, check the plans release and resources. Okay, let's go back. Dude, I don't know why. It feels so cool. Like seeing Arrav for some reason. I think that's pretty sick. What is this?
Oh shit! I got the Guzo head, bro. Oh my god. Wait, that's sick. Let's see.
Dude, I literally look nothing like a Cyclops. That Congrats, Joker. Congrats, man. That's crazy. Does this look anything like me there, guys? I don't think it does. Okay, that's crazy. Let's go back to Uza. The beard's a bit longer. I think the beard suits me though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think it's good. Will you dress up for anything for Halloween? I don't know. I usually don't. I'm not sure. Halloween is on Friday though, right? Hello again, Gooseman. Did you manage to find a way into the fort? I did. The heart wasn't there, but I think I know where it is. I reckon it's the base near Varrock. Are you sure? Well, take a look at these plans. I found and see what you think. You give the plans to Elias. Right on. Let's see. Yes, there's a chamber here marked containing a heart. It must be Arrav's. However, reaching it is going to be some significant problem. It seems that the intersection of Samarugal space has this state-of-the-art security. The corridor into the area is filled to the brim with human detection spells. These will set off an alarm. Now there's a sewage system running under some parts of the base that can be accessed from the nearby kitchen. These sewers could be used to bypass the spells. However, surges of energy are periodically sent through the water there. On the other side of the spells, on the vault door is found. This door is guarded by zombies. Oh, I remember those. I fucking remember those. This door is guarded by zombies. If they see an intruder, they will set off the alarm. If the alarm is sounded, a gas will be released, incapacitating all living things in the area. The vault door is made of 5-inch thick runite enforced steel with a 4-digit access code. When the code is entered incorrectly more than twice, the alarm will be set off. Inside the vault, there's a crisscross of special fire ray enchantments that Sumarukul has made. Touching any of these will do significant damage and set off the alarm. Finally, in the back of the vault, we have the pedestal holding Arrav's heart. What is this fucking mission impossible? What? That sounds like an awful to get past. It sounds like an impossible mission. It does appear that pose somewhat of a challenge, but if we engage in a bit of cunning, it may not be as impossible as you think. First of all, we're going to need a distraction to lure some of those zombies out. I have no doubt that I'll be able to act as a suitable bait. While I do that, you need to get through to those sewers. But what about the surgery energy searchers? I don't really fancy getting fried. Understandable, I would suggest you invest in some kind of insulation to protect yourself from the surges. Now, provided my distraction works, you should find the area on the other side of the sewers free of zombies. That will give you the time and space needed to get the vault door open. And in the fire rays? Well, no great heist is complete without the use of a crossbow and a grappling hook. Okay, so to summarize, I need some sort of insulated protection along with a crossbow and a grappling hook. Precisely. Gather those items and then meet me outside Samarugal's base near Varrock. It's time to recover a heart. Watch the Joker clip? I did! Okay. I don't think we need these tablets anymore. So we can destroy those. We read those already. Okay. Vase? We don't need vase. Okay, so ultimately, let's go make the... Let's go make the grappling hook first. Okay, talk to Elias White. There you are, ready to perform a heist. Remember, you need some sort of insulated protection. What the fuck is insulated protection? I'm fucking ready. I don't know. I'm go. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna go. It is what it is. Once you head in, I'll arrange a distraction to lure some of the zombies away. I'll meet you back home here when you recover the heart. Yippee! Okay. Oh, I remember this place, boys. Earth. I remember this place, dude. Oh god, I spent a little bit of while here. The human takes smell. It's good for detecting humans, oddly enough. I need an item for this. Yeah, what's the quest requirements? Troll Romance, Defender of Varrock. Mining, Thieving, Ranged, Strength, Slayer. 37 Slayer. Why that in particular? That's the only one that looks sus to me. Insulated boots. Got it. Okay, got it. Alright, boys. So now I got my insulated boots on. Let's go.
Okay, now these bad boys won't hurt me. Ha ha ha! Fools! A kilowatt. What the fuck? Okay, okay. Search the table, nothing of interest. You search the table and find some interesting looking notes. Oh, this is the part 2 of the thing. Va? Huh. Strange pieces of paper with holes in them. Decoder strips. Try every number from 000 to 9999. Code key inside. Epic. Okay. Khazard. Khazard is the youngest of a race in Gilnor. He was born towards the end of the God Wars, shortly before the death of his mother, Pelkera. Under Hazel's tutelage, he's becoming a force to be reckoned with. This young Majaharad is proving adept at manipulating weak-minded humans. As such, he's built up a sizable territory and following. Kashai. Majaharad of nearly average power generally has kept himself out of trouble by going along with the majority, but no specific and close allies, he would be in danger at some point. Strangely, Kasai has disappeared. I do not think him so weak that he would be one of Majaharad who chose to miss the last ritual. Maybe I overestimated him. What's up, Namsen? A fairly weak Majaharad. Lamistard. He failed us to turn up this time. Guess he was in trouble. Sniveling weasel tunnel into my basement. He's my prisoner now. It's easy decision to make him the next sacrifice. Wait, so is this the guy that wrote the... Terminated in Gilnor's 16th ritual. Lucian is a powerful mage. That's the guy we gave that staff, by the way. I trust him at least as much as the others. Still isn't very much. Lucian seems to have been getting very powerful as of late. Misark aligns with the Sasorians, but they don't seem to consider much of an ally. Misark's terminated. Vralvash, individual of average power, an ugly fellow. Terminated. Sliske, one of the more powerful of our numbers. Sliske has particularly strong shapeshifting abilities and powers over shadows. Lurking in those shadows seems to be his preference. Since he only shows his face around the rituals, I would love to catch this guy. But he's a slippery fellow. Vashashishatel. Majarhat of average power. He doesn't seem to like me much. Not surprising given that he still seems to hold his Sarosian sympathies. He'd be a good candidate for sacrifice. Samorugal, this is me. I'm amazing. Humble too, yeah, humble as well. Boys! This place is way too big. Boxes. Okay, I mean, but we have everything we need, right? Decoder strips and code key, eh? Epic. Use decoder strips on door. Ah, Lala. What the fuck? Vend, I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Wait, 1, 1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does they mean? Code key, decoder strips. Epic.
G. 3428. No. What? 8. 3 4 2. I'm him. I am him. Wow. Holy shit, guys. Let's go. Fire trap pass. You have the vague sensation of being... I forgot. Dude, I would be a horrible James Bond. Like, not James Bond. Mission Impossible Man. Whatever he's called in those movies. Yeah. Holy shit, boys. Take from the pedestal. Okay.
Well, look.
Hold on.
Well, look what we have here.
Let it give. Thank you for the 43 months.
Did you really think you had hope for stealing that heart? Arrav, kill him.
Okay. Oh, I saw it. I saw it, dude. Man, I'm so silly, guys. I should have dodged that. Yep. I need to build some more bleed. What is that? Armored zombie. Oh, there's like TOA, dude. Okay. I dodged that. Wow. Oh, wrong. Come on. Give me some more procs. Okay. Ay, fjolle guy. Okay. Holy shit, boys! Okay. Goose is a god gamer. True. Might as well just keep doing these. TOA has prepared me for this. And there it is, boys. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, I just noticed that my camera. Okay, my bad, Chad. Ugh, Gooseman. Ugh.
What a miserable failure you are. Such a wreck. Get rid of him. What are you playing at?
Something's not right, boss. Something's blocking my teleport.
Impossible! Stop messing around and... Wait, I sense... You!
Gooseman, grab the heart, quickly! Dude, Elias White kinda bad. What?
Holy sh... Oh, you can catch the axe when it returns. Oh shit, that was a close one. That's one way to put it. Good job. I was keeping an eye on things. Good job. I was keeping an eye on things. Can you say that? Good job. I was keeping an eye on things. I guess you can say that. I don't know. Maybe. He's saying that to himself. It's missing a comma? Yeah, I guess. Good job. I was keeping an eye on things. That's a really weird sentence to read like that. Yeah, he's... I don't know. That's a really weird sentence. Maybe I'm just Danish, though. You can say that again. Does that... That does leave him with some questions, though. He means good job, him. He's just glazing himself. Oh. He should be a streamer, dude. You're wondering how I managed to do it. Teleporting directly into the room, keeping a magic head at bay. Those aren't a kind of skills that anyone just possesses, not to mention the Simurugul knew you. I've never kept that a secret from you that I have history with the Majaharat, although I may have chosen not to divulge in more of the specific details. I hope you will not judge me too harshly on that. We are all entitled to our secrets, and even now, I would prefer not to share them. I guess it's just, you made it out you were just researching about Jaharat. This is clearly a lot more than just that. It is. I apologize if you feel like I've deceived you. My past with the Majaharat, and specifically with Simurugul, is complicated. Again, I would prefer we not discuss this further. Now, why don't we instead focus on this conversation with something more positive in my history? We have successfully recovered Arrav's heart! So what does that mean? We can free him now? Eventually, yes, but while the heart is the key to Simurugul's control over Arrav, merely possessing it won't be enough to break the control. Doing so will require further research, not to mention the right opportunity. So what happens now? I will take the heart and begin working right away. Given that Simurugul knows we have it, I intend to go to ground for this one. You might not hear from me for some time, but fear not, I will be in touch again once things are ready. Stay safe out there, Goozaman, and until we meet again. Elias departs.
Quest completed.
Oh, yeah! That's some good XP, dude. That's some good XP right there, man. Holy shit. You've completed the Curse of Arrav. 2 quest points, Simurugul's fort access, mining XP, thieving XP, and agility XP. Dude, that was a really fun quest. Honestly, it's becoming quite interesting, the whole thing with Majaharad and stuff like that. I guess I mean that is the big quest chain, right? Dude, we are 12 quests away. We have like a few mini quests here and there. Night at the Theater, Observatory quest, mini quest, Grim Tales. But like, dude, we're getting there, man. Holy shit, dude. It's really awesome, guys. Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of these things today, obviously, to get thieving XP, and also just to like, quest in general, but we pretty much have enough to, like, where I can, like, be chill with it. Oh, 70 agility, I didn't even need it. So good, this is for Song of the Elves. Yes. Hell yeah. Fuck yes, dude. Because this is for Song of the Elves, right? Yeah, now we have the agility needed for Song of the Elves too, which is awesome. Dude, we're so close, guys. We just need 2 levels of Hunter, which, not that much. 70 woodcutting, which is super fast to get, just AFK. And then construction, little bit of money. But the important thing is that we got a lot of thieving XP today, because that way I can just kind of get the last level of this in no time. And then we can do freaking while Guthix sleeps tomorrow, chat. Yes!